فاعلم أنه لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد. So we begin back in the dars with Sifat al-Salat al-Nabi, the sifa or the explanation of the Salah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we're in Umdah at the bab where we had already gotten up from ruku'. What did we discuss in the last dars? One of the things about raising the hands when getting up from ruku', and we showed many sahih ahadith. So from what we have discussed, there are three places so far where one is to raise the hands. And we mentioned these from sahih ahadith from al-Bukhari and Muslim and mutawatir ahadith. One, when you began your salah. Second, when you're going into ruku'. And third, when you're getting up from ruku'. Now, we talked about in the last dars about folding the hands and making irsal or sadl or wad' or qabad ba'd al-ruku'. And we showed the stronger opinion with dalail from the sahih ahadith is to fold after ruku'. Even though if somebody doesn't, their salah is fine. But this is the opinion that has the stronger proofs, and we discussed in the last dars. If anybody missed it, inshallah they can watch the video. Tayyib, we talked about what azkar are made, Sami Allahu liman hamida, and then Rabbana wa lakal hamd, and all the other azkar, Rabbana lakal hamd, Allahumma Rabbana lakal hamd, and Rabbana lakal hamd, hamdan kathiran tayyiban mubarakan fiin, all the azkar that are from the sunnah to make while standing in ruku', after ruku', standing in qiyam. Now, we'll get into the place where we're going into sujood. Tayyib, we're now going into sujood. Do you make a raf' al-yadayn while going into sujood? La. Because of the hadith of Ibn Umar radiyallahu anhuma, where he said about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he raised his hands when he began the salah, and when he went into ruku', and when raf'a minhu, يعني min al-ruku', when he raised. La yaf'ala, يعني he did not do this في أي شيء في sujood, for anything with sujood. Not going into sujood, not sitting between sujood. With sujood, there is no rafa. Now there are some ahadith which are aam, يعني there is rafa with every takbir. And some of the ulama understood this to mean that every time you say Allahu Akbar, including when you're going into sujood, you make the rafa. But this is a mistake. Why? Because that hadith is aam. But Ibn Umar radiallahu khasan, and he specially specified that when going into ruku' or sujood, or getting up from sujood to sit, or to go back into sujood, there is no rafa. With sujood, there is no rafa. Because this is clear, that hadith is aam. And that's why Imam Ahmad and others, they took that hadith to mean when somebody is qa'im. Like when you're standing and you say takbir, whether it is in al-janazah. In janazah, when there are takbirat, according to Imam Ahmad and others, you make the rafa. And also in the eidain, in the two eid, when the imam makes takbir, you raise the hands. And that is the meaning of raf'a ma kulli takbir. Not when you're going into sujood. So when you're going into sujood, there is no raf'a yadayn. You say Allahu Akbar, you go into sujood. And going into sujood calmly is from the arkan of salah. And we've discussed the dalail for this from the Quran and the hadith of the Bedouin who prayed badly many a times. And here Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him to go make salah again, because you have not made salah. So when you go into sujood, you go calmly, in a calm manner. When you get up from ruku', calmly. You stand calmly, make your adhkar, long beautiful adhkar. And then you go into sujood, not the way we see people today, they're not up from ruku' and already there in sujood. They're like moving like this. There's no salah. Your salah is batil. You're just getting a workout. Might as well go to the gym. You need to make salah calmly. And that's why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us this. So when you go into sujood, you go into sujood calmly. Now, an issue where there is some khilaf. Do you go into sujood putting your knees down first, rukbatayn, or yadayn? Do you put your knees first or hands first? Now this is an issue where there's a lot of khilaf. Especially nowadays, our brothers, mashallah, everybody thinks they know the answer to everything. They read like one pamphlet and mashallah, they're ulama. So, there are two opinions amongst ulama of Islam. And I brought a couple of books for those who will challenge or want to read to really understand this issue. And I will advise some other books because this issue needs some depth of research. So, there are two opinions amongst the ulama. One opinion is that you put your hands before your knees. Yani when you go from standing after ruku', al-qiyam ba'da ruku', into sujood, you put your hands first and then you put your knees. And this is the opinion of the Malikiyah, of the Maliki madhab, and this is the ikhtiyar of Shaykh Albani rahmatullah alayhi. Shaykh Albani, he took this opinion. There are many dalil, but I will focus on the main dalil. The first dalil, and this is the most authentic hadith on this subject. That is the hadith where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he told Abu Huraira radiyallahu anhu that when one of you goes into sujood, don't go like the camel. Don't go like the ibn. Go with your hands before your knees. This is the narration. And sanadan, this is very strong. There is also supported by the hadith of Ibn Umar radiyallahu anhuma, which is the mawquf hadith. Abdullah ibn Umar, that the Sahaba saw him, or Tabi'een, that when he went into sujood, he put his hands first, then his knees. The second opinion, and this is the opinion of the Jamhur, the majority of the ulama, including the Hanabila, including the Shafi'i, including the Ahnaf, as we saw in Mukhtasar al-Quduri and al-Hidayah from the Ahnaf, from the Shafi'i, you can see in the books of al-Nawawi like al-Majmu'. For the Hanabala, you can look in al-Umdah as we're studying, or Zad al-Mustaqni', or in many other books. You can find this is clearly Kashf al-Qina' and other, and al-Mughni, Ibn Qudama, and al-Kafi, and al-Muqni', all with the Hanabala, they took this as a standard opinion. Not only that, this is the opinion of Shaykh al-Islam Taqiyuddin ibn Taymiyyah. What is Ibn Taymiyyah's opinion? That the preferred method is to put the knees before the hands. And this is the opinion of Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyah. And I brought a book which is a jama'. They have collected the fiqh opinions of Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyah, and I brought the related volume if anybody wants to see it later. And I have brought here the book of Shaykh Ibn Uthaymeen, Sharh al-Mumti', and this is his Sharh of Zad al-Mustaqni', where he also, Shaykh Ibn Baz, Shaykh Ibn Uthaymeen, Shaykh Ibn Jibreen, and others, Shaykh Bakr Abu Zayd, they took the opinion of Shaykh Salih al-Fawzan, that you put the knees first, then the hands. And I wanted to clarify this because some of our brothers who, mashallah, want to stick to the line, they read the book of Shaykh Albani and they think the Salafi view is you put the hands down. But there are more ulama than just one in the ulama who follow the way of the Salaf. May Allah be pleased with all of them. They're all great ulama. We respect them all. What is the proof? There is one proof from the multiple, more in number, ahadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself going into sujood, putting his knees first. But all of them, they have some kalam. There is some discussion on their authenticity. And even if you take them as authentic, as Ibn al-Qayyim and others have done in Za'd al-Ma'ad and others, but they are not at the level of the hadith where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, don't go into sujood like the camel. Then there is the hadith of Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu anhu, the father of Ibn Umar. Umar ibn Khattab from the Khulafa. And we know Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us, "Alaykum bi sunnati wa sunnat al-khulafa ar-rashidin al-mahdiyyin." So that's also a dalil for us. And this is a sahih hadith that Umar radiyallahu used to put his knees before his hands. Tayyib. Now, many ulama have discussed this issue, and before I go deep into it, I will just discuss one aspect which Ibn Uthaymeen rahmatullah alayhi and Ibn al-Qayyim and others have mentioned. And this is from a very deep understanding. And this is Imam Bihuyuti and others have mentioned this, Ibn Khuzaymah, Imam Bukhari and others have commented upon this as well. which is the hadith of Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu, which is the main dalil for putting your hands down first. Here Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam is telling the Sahaba, don't go into sujood the way a camel does. Tayyib. Have any of you seen a camel sit? Have you seen camel sit? No? You never seen a camel? Video? Come on, man. All you guys from deserts never seen a camel? At a zoo? You never seen a camel in a zoo? Right? Beach. When a camel sits, what does he put down first? The front legs. He puts the front legs first and then the back legs. Now, Ibn Khuzaymah and Ibn al-Qayyim and other ulama have said that this means that the hadith has iqlab, meaning the narrator in the hadith switched the words, because the nahi was not to go into sujood the way al-ba'ir or ibl, like a camel does. And when the camel puts his front legs down first, that means the nahi is not to put the first hands down. And that's why Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyah, and I brought the book, he brings asanid that have the opposite wording. Asanid that show the opposite wording. So they show that in reality, the nahi was not to put the hands down, rather to put the knees down, as Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu did, as Rasulullah has been reported to do in more ahadith. And the words were mixed up by the narrator. And this is not my opinion, this is the opinion of many of the ulama of hadith. And that's why the Jamhur al-ulama, including the Hanabila, including the Shafi'i and the Ahnaf, they took the opinion, you put the knees down first. And this is why you can look at the works of Ibn al-Qayyim and others, I have them here. And one of the best books on this, Fath al-Bari of who? Ibn Rajab. Ibn Rajab al-Hanbali, he wrote the first Fath al-Bari. Ibn Hajar wrote it in respect to him with the same name. But he died before completing, it's only till Janais. But if you read his work, Fath al-Bari, the Sharh al-Bukhari by Ibn Rajab, he discusses in great detail and he proves also that you put the knees first. Now, there is an audio, maybe you can get it online, where Shaykh Albani rahmatullah alayhi was asked about this and he replied. And he says the camel's front and back are all knees. It doesn't have hands. Even the front, it's called a knee. So, it is still a nahi on putting the knees first, because when the camel puts his front legs, those are also knees. But Shaykh Ibn Uthaymeen and Ibn al-Qayyim before him has already replied this by saying that if we say that the camel only has legs and no knees, and only knees and no arms, then according to the Arabic language, this tashbih is batil. Yani from the usul al-balagha, if you make tashbih of something, it has to have something to relate to the message you're saying. If I tell you that, comb your hair with this comb like this brother, and that brother is bald. So that tashbih is batil, because he doesn't have hair, so how can I tell you to comb your hair like him? So this is why tashbih has to be likeness. And then Ibn al-Qayyim mentioned that Rasulullah said, don't peck like a hen. Like the hen pecks, don't make sujood like that. And don't look around in salah like a fox. And don't sit in sujood like a dog. Then Ibn al-Qayyim says the hen doesn't make salah. The fox says, we're not looking around like a fox. We're not becoming dogs. It is a tashbih to what you see. Understand? Like when you make sujood, Rasulullah said, to keep your hands up, not down, like a dog. A dog doesn't have hands. So if you say this is all legs, then that tashbih is batil, then the hadith is wrong. It doesn't make sense. And that's why Ibn al-Qayyim, rahmatullah alayh, he explained that the matan of the hadith, not the sanad. Some brother, sanad is sahih, it's the strongest sanad, that's it. Brother, there's more to ulum al-hadith than just sanad. In the matan, there is iqlab, as Ibn al-Qayyim and Ibn Taymiyyah and Ibn Rajab and Ibn Uthaymeen and Ibn Baz and Salih al-Fawzan and Ibn Jibreen and all these ulama have mentioned. And that means that hadith is actually a dalil for not putting your hands first, because there is nahi. And the camel its front legs are given tashbih with hands, with arms. Otherwise it has no arms, there can be no tashbih. And that's why the stronger opinion, and Allah knows best, but that opinion of the Jumhur, and that which is wadih from the ahadith where the mutun and asanid are looked at, is that you put the knees first, then the hands. Now, I will mention the saying of Shaykh al-Islam Taqiyuddin ibn Taymiyyah, who says that the rajih opinion, Ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullah, he says the stronger opinion is to put the knees first. But then he says, praying in both ways is jaiz. And we don't say your salah is batil. Don't get carried away. According to the ijma' of the ulama of Islam, and according to ijma', both ways the salah is fine. And if a person wants to put the knees or the hands first, his prayer is valid according to ijma' of the ulama of Islam. The khilaf is only in what is mustahab. And what is mustahab here is to put the knees first, then the hands when going into sujood. Now, the only thing that's left is what about the hadith of Ibn Umar? Abdullah ibn Umar. And there is two answers. One, to say that his father Umar ibn Khattab is more knowledgeable than him. That's the first thing. That if you bring that, then what do you say of the hadith of Umar ibn Khattab, who's from the Khulafa, who's from the most knowledgeable of the Sahaba? And the second thing is, as Ibn al-Qayyim points out in a beautiful research, Ibn Umar, there is a Sahih hadith where he would sit in tashahhud with one foot over the other. The sunnah is to put the foot up, the right foot up, iftarash, and then tawarrukan, we'll discuss those. But he would put the feet down. So one of the tabi'een, he saw Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu doing this, and he did it. Then Ibn Umar told him, why did you sit like this? You know the sunnah is to keep your foot up. When you're sitting in tashahhud, you know your right foot is up, your left is down. Right? So the tabi'i, he said to Ibn Umar, I saw you praying like that. Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu said that I have grown old and I have pain in my bones, so that's why I'm doing this, but you should follow the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Ibn al-Qayyim says, and as Ibn Rajab says, that if somebody has pain and they have a difficulty going into sujood, there is no doubt you can put the hands first. And this could have been because of Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu's older age, and that's why, and that's an answer to that hadith as well. But what we find from the more number of ahadith, and those ahadith whose mutun are clear, that the way of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is mustahab, preferred way is to put the knees, then the hands while going into sujood, and then we go putting 7 body parts on the ground. In sujood, you have to have 7 body parts on the ground: feet, knees, hands, and the forehead, which includes the part of the nose. And inshallah ta'ala, next week we will discuss that and continue in this bab. Jazakumullahu khair.
إلا تنصروه فقد نصره الله